Hi, this is Randy Hilgers. Want to talk to you for just a second about using Snagit. I have Snagit up here on the top of the screen. Using Snagit with SofTutor for skill sharing, collaboration, subject matter expert, and technical support. So I'll show you in a demo how to set up SofTutor so that you can maximize it for your organizational skill sharing. Earlier this week, we decided to add Snagit 11 training to our free SofTutor offerings. And
If you find yourself repeatedly using the same...
One of the things that's cool about Snagit is you can define profiles for your users. So what we did is if we just go into index here and we search for profile. Again, you can use this training. It's free training. It should be available shortly. Download it. And Snagit, I believe, is $49. So we'll go into...
Now that you've seen...
We're going to create our own profile, and we're going to follow along with the instructor's instruction and create a similar profile. Not the exact same thing that she does. She's going to show us how to create a profile for image capture. We're going to modify that profile and have it we're going to do a little bit different than what she's showing us. So again, you can use SofTutor any way that you want. I'll show you, and I'm not going to follow along exactly with her. Hopefully you'll understand what we're doing here.
How the pre-installed profiles work. Let's create one of our own. I often need to add screenshots to my presentations, which can be a long process. Let's make a profile to streamline it, saving some time. To add or edit profiles, we need to open the Classic Capture window. Click the wizard button and decide what you want to capture. Profiles can be as complex or as simple as you choose. Here I'll select image,
I'm going to select
then
video.
all-in-one. Due to its ease of use, this is the capture type you should almost always choose for image capture.
Now I can select all-in-one, or I can change this. Now what I'd recommend is that you create a couple of different things. You can do an all-in-one, but then you have to educate your users on how to record a video. Otherwise, we can do a fixed region here. And what the fixed region is, if I go into properties, it's dimensions. So depending on what kind of SofTutor you use in-house, do you use the widescreen SofTutor or you use the standard SofTutor? If you use the standard SofTutor, you probably want a dimension that's 640 by 480 as a minimum. So I'm going to create one here that's 640 by 480. If you're doing widescreen, then you want 640 by 360, or it could even be larger than that. So we can create a couple of different profiles. I'm going to do an apply here and an OK. Then I'm going to follow along with her again.
Capture. However, you should experiment a bit with other options to see what you prefer. Let's have this send captures directly to Microsoft PowerPoint.
Okay, she wants hers to go to PowerPoint. I'm going to modify mine a little, and I want mine to go to a file. And then I'm going to click here on Properties, and I'm going to tell it where I want this to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it out on the network. If we're using the Enterprise license of SofTutor Author, again, it could be anywhere. It doesn't really matter where you put it. I'm going to put it on one of our SanDisks. The Seagate there. We'll put it in the public folder so everybody can write to it when they create it. We're going to make a new folder called Skillshare. We'll call it Skill Sharing. How's that? Okay, so now every time somebody creates a video, and then we're going to ask them for the name of the video, it'll save it out on the server, and then the SofTutor authors, or if you have collaborative authoring or whatever it is, anybody can go out there and modify these files. Well, whoever has permission, of course, can go out there and modify the files. So I'm going to do an apply there, an OK. We'll continue watching.
Since this is usually the most time-consuming part of creating my presentations, I also don't want the editor to open every time. So here, I'll remove the Preview and Editor option. This means that
We'll
my
take that
captures
off
will go
too.
right into PowerPoint with no middle step in between. Select each option to get a description of what it does. Don't be afraid to play around a bit here while you figure things out. I think drop shadows look good in PowerPoint, so I'll have this profile put one on my captures. I can even customize exactly how I want the drop shadow to look. Final step is to give a descriptive name to this profile so I know what it is when I use it.
So we'll call this Skillshare standard. Standard rectangle, okay? Or basically 640 by 480 is the size. And then we'll keep watching.
Snagit has suggested I call it all-in-one PowerPoint. This works for me, but you might want to add another descriptive word at the end, or add it to a group for sorting purposes. Here, I'll add demo at the end, so I remember I created this while I was making this tutorial. Believe me, you'll find the clear descriptive naming helpful later. If you're a hotkey user, you can assign a custom hotkey to your new capture profile here. As you use Snagit, if you find there's a particular image style you use frequently, create a profile. We hope you found this tutorial.
Okay, so now that we have a profile, let's go out there and see how an end user would use this to create a quick little tutorial. So what I've done is I have a invoice system here, and let's say I'm the subject matter expert and we just added a new status that we want to tell everybody about in the company. So I'm going to create a video for this, and what I want to do is I want to go up here to Skillshare, and I want to choose the standard. Now again, we could have done a widescreen as well. So now when I start recording, watch what it does. See, it gives me an area to record. So you can decide what you want to record, the whole thing, part of it. I'm going to go right here and I'll show you how we're going to do this. Now I can hit record here. Then I'm going to resize this here. Now I am recording right now. I'm going to scroll over a little bit. Actually, let me make this full screen. And then when I get it all ready, I can start recording. So there's an offset here. Hi, a lot of you guys were talking about the statuses, and we added a new status today. It's called held in customs. So if any of your invoices are currently being held in customs, just get it from the drop-down menu here in the invoice database. Thank you very much. So I have to give it a name. I'm going to call this held in customs, and I can give it, you know, my name. So, or whatever, I'm Randy, I'm a developer, I'm pretending to be a developer, and that's it. So then somebody who's running the SofTutor authoring tool can come out there with the author.
If you find yourself repeatedly using...
And I think I have a book called Skills. If I don't, we'll create one. So here's our Enterprise edition. Let's create a new book called Skills or Skill Sharing or New Today. Updates today. You know, whatever is beneficial for you guys. We have to put the path for the videos. So once we create this, it'll be the same. Let's find out where we put them. We put them on the network. We put them in the Seagate NAS. Network Area Storage is what that stands for. come down, find the folder. And then if I click up here and then just Control C to copy. Okay, so now I can go to section here, and I'll just call this invoice. Whatever today's date is, 10/02/13. And now I give it the name of the file. Control C. And create. Then I'm going to resize this here. I am recording right now. I'm going to scroll. So remember there was an offset here, so I'm going to skip the offset. Actually, let me make this full screen. And then when I get it all ready, I can start recording. So there's an offset here. Hi, a lot of you guys were talking about the statuses, and we added a new status today. Okay, and then I can come down here, and then we're going to update this record. Hi, a lot of you guys were started a little bit further on, so I'm going to go maybe at 23. Hi, a lot of you guys were talking about the statuses, and we added a new status today. It's called held in customs. So if any of your invoices are currently being held in customs, just get it from the drop-down menu here in the invoice database. Thank you. Okay, cool, huh? So now what we can do is we could index it too if we wanted to. So if we're a SofTutor end user with the Enterprise Edition, we can just run SofTutor.
Hi, I want to take just a second.
Find the book that we created, and the book that we created was Daily Corporate Updates. Hi, a lot of Now this happens to be the widescreen player, and this was recorded as a standard screen, so I can just resize this. Put it over here in the corner, and let's follow along with it and see what's new about the invoices. You guys were talking about the statuses, and we added a new status today. It's called held in customs. So if any of your invoices are currently being held in customs, just get it from the drop-down menu here in the invoice database. Thank you. Okay, so your developers can create changes to your products that you use in-house, and everybody on your staff worldwide will know what those changes are. If you're using SofTutor Enterprise Edition, you can also do it for academic as well. Any training that people create, subject matter expert skill sharing, can just be dumped in the SofTutor folders and be added into SofTutor. You can index them for quick search technical support. It's just an awesome tool to teach you how to use software faster.